Okay guys, so today's video is going to be a control raw deck and some gameplay of it, and it was a video I want to put up a long time ago. It was asked last week by BarTiGames Bar, who wanted me to do a video on that deck and some gameplay control raw. And you know, I didn't want to do it, but I was with the other series deck building tip, and basically I wanted to finish that series before doing this video. So now we're gonna do this one, and you know, the deck is gonna become like one of the control deck that I was suggesting in the deck building tip for raw. And let's start that. So we're gonna have the early game removal with the Sunders, with the Magma Slams. We're also going to have Minion Recruiter, who's gonna help us if the games go really long with the fatigue damage. We're gonna have the Emperor for defensive 4-drop, Capri for defensive 4-drop. We need removal on the 4-drop spot. We have Focus Blast, one Last Breath. I really like it because it's conditional. It's not always good, but sometimes it's really powerful. Double Execute, you know, really good also. Gab for the defensive 5-drop. Need for the offensive 5-drop. Anubis has so much value. We're gonna have this guy. Ritual Tribute to revive all of our really powerful gods. You know, a 3/8 Kepri, and you know, a 4/9 Gab and a 6/6 Neat, 6/7 Anubis, and 5/5 Anther. Pretty hard to deal with, so we're gonna get that. And this is gonna also help us against, you know, stuff that are immune to spells like Nikes. That's gonna help us have something on board to deal with that. And we're going to also have these 3 legendaries, right? So that's going to be controlled the best as you want. If you don't have, you know, the legendaries, like I said, you can change it for Osiris's or Book of Thoughts, and or another Last Breath also. Basically, I strongly suggest to go play with these cards if you're missing the legendaries. You do want Anubis though, he's really good. If you don't want him, well, you know, like I said, Book of Thought, Osiris's, Last Breath. And if you really don't have, for example, the Osiris's, well, you definitely should use the Book of Thoughts and the Last Breath, and then you can go with like with stats, because they get really good value. So yeah, that's the deck. So let's go into game and see how we do. So in the first game in a raw mirror against Danos, and we're gonna go with Capri. Is hard to deal with for control raw if he's playing control, and he's good for a mid-range raw because it gets rid of the decrepit and the bust stat pretty easily because he deals AoE attacks. Neith is gonna be also really good in this matchup. Execute's gonna be a little bit slow. Ritual Tribute a little bit slow also. Oh my god, that's even slower. Should have kept the other ones. You know, the deck does run a lot of you know, big drops. So I didn't miss what he did. He did, oh, Emperor's Health. That's what he did. We have nothing to do. So we're just gonna go ahead and heal, and because he have more health than us, we're not gonna trade here. Though we do advance to be in range of whatever he's gonna put. If he retreats there, put something here, at least by advancing there, we're gonna be in range, and this is why I choose to advance. Basically, it's gonna trade. I hope he doesn't play anything, so we can play our Capri. And that's gonna be a big nothing. So we're going to play the Capri. I mean, next turn is gonna be 4 mana turn, and we're gonna have nothing. But at least our Capri is gonna be on board, and we're gonna put it on the top here, so to have full control to attack and rain down if he puts something in the back here. So that's the thing. If I would have waited that turn, I could have played the needs, but then he could have had the 4 mana to put an Anher of himself, or like a Doom Speaker, for example, and I could have done nothing. At least now I'm gonna be able to damage the Doom Speaker quite a lot before, you know, before Magma Slam was one of the best top deck, right? So sometimes you just have to believe in your deck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just have to believe. No, I want to attack him. Can I just not move, please? There you go. See? Not that hard. Now, not one trade really. I mean, he's attacking my Capri, but at the same time, you know, has so much health, and even if he wants to use removal on that, it's gonna be fine. Like Magma Slam it and a Sunder, I believe, because then I can just heal it. Interesting. That's really interesting. So look, what we'll do is we're going to advance. We're gonna put a Need in here, so Need's gonna be able to attack with no matter what he goes. And if he goes there, he's gonna have 4 to the top, 1 to the and 1 here. If he stays there, he can hit me here. So if I actually move 1 up, he can't touch me anymore. And that's what we're gonna do. There's no point into suiciding this guy, right? Just let him be there. Right? He's trying to get away, but it's not gonna work. Executing a Need, I mean, that's good for us, because that means he's not going to play anything, because it costs 5 mana to execute. So now, we can play or other Need. And by playing this other Need in the same spot, so it can follow the Raw no matter where he goes, right? So Raw goes there, put something there, Need goes there, and still can attack. And now, if Raw goes there, he has 4 up top, and nothing in here, so we're going to move here. And we're gonna be fine. Right? The point to keep the Skippery alive is that he can come back, buff or Need, buff or Raw, and then we have like a 5 attack and a 2 attack. Right? And for example, we can easily kill this guy. What is he trying to do? Is he hesitating on? Okay. I mean, he does have a lot of health. He does have a Blade Master. But what he doesn't have is... we're gonna take a lot of damage for this one. But I really want it to work like that, right? So we're gonna move here. So we're gonna hit... No. Before hitting, because Ra's gonna counterattack. We're going to play Orgab here. Now we're gonna shield this guy, right? This is gonna go there, boost my Ra, damage this guy. Ra's gonna attack him. I'm gonna take 4, but it doesn't matter that much because I can still heal. Now we have a pretty good board, not a really strong one, right? But we have a pretty good board. We're even in cards. I have Phantom's Grasp and Book of the Dead in my next turns. If he plays crazy stuff, I'm going to have the Inhalation. And if he only plays like one big guy, I'm going to have the Execute. So, we're kind of doing okay right now. We're kind of doing okay. Right, see how the Capri being at 1 health did matter a lot after all. And we're going to be able to keep healing him now. So, I mean, he's going to shield himself, but he should probably shield his Gab. Yeah, that's a good call. And, you know, it's really hard to deal with that, so I'm going to have to invest and execute. But, I feel like I can't play execute and her because I'm 8 mana. But playing like a Phantom Grasp on a 2/10? I really like that idea. There you go. Right, so... we're going to be moving here, and we're going to move here. We're going to boost everybody in here. And I'm at 16. But I have 2 attacks, so I guess I'm going to put some pressure on him. I'm going to be able to heal after all, and if he only has Raw, he's never going to kill me in 15 turns, right? I have much more power on board. So we're going to see... it's going to be a Cataclysm. That's a pretty good Cataclysm. I did play into that, but it's because the Capris boost everything on my side. Right, so then we have Needs, Die, and that's about it. So my Book of the Dead's not going to be able to be played. It's going to play Star Blessing on himself and Healed. Well, that's pretty weak. We're going to be able to go with Double Anchor. Okay, so here's the thing. Even if my opponent has the Fire Sharks, right? Yeah, I said we'll kill my 2 Gabs, but it will consume most of his mana, and both my Gabs are gonna be alive. So it's actually not a bad thing. And by killing the Khepri and the Anhur, this also means that if he plays Annihilation, I'm gonna be able to Book of the Dead, which is gonna be really powerful for us. So even if, oh my gosh, such a good Cataclysm. We do have a lot of removal though, and a lot of board presence. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to move the Geb and stun the Ra. That's going to be one of the first thing. And you know, usually you shouldn't do that, guys. But when you're so far ahead, right, it doesn't matter as much. This is like one of the perfect setup for heal. And since we have 2 in hand, we're just gonna execute this guy. Right? There you go. He is stunned. I'm gonna be able to surrounding corner him. That Khepri got wrecked by the end of the day. It was such a pain in the ass. Book of Thought could be really good, but it's so slow right now because he's under a lot of pressure right now. Right, so it's so slow that I don't think it's gonna do anything to help him. He's gonna heal, but you know, I'm just gonna stun him here. Move here. Let's stun him again. Oops, stun him again. I mean, it's a little bit sad that we don't have enough to kill him right now. But I'm really trying hard to kill him. And he's gonna revive at the same time. No, he execute on that one. Magma Slam. Oh, a double execute. Well, it's gonna have to surrender. Yeah, we had lethal. Not quite. We had not on board, but with the Annihilation, that was GG. Good. So we're against Stanka, and he's playing Zeus, and we have a minion recruiter. Minions are not powerful in Zeus unless they put neutral. Focus Blast is alright against Zeus. There's not like Loki that we want to kill. Anubis though is really powerful because it can get rid of all the little minions. Going into minion recruiter, I really like that. We're just gonna go ahead, attack and heal because there's not much we can do. So we're gonna be no man, if you get the Horn of Health, that's gonna be massive. If he doesn't, man, okay, so we're just gonna go and avoid. And the problem with that we're gonna have to deal with here is that he's gonna get the other urn from that imp. I just attack here, but the good thing is that we're out of range of the imp, right? So I mean, we got a win for that. Our guy was plays one of these spots. Wow, actually really surprised. But hey, you know. So let's see what if I hope. Yeah. Oh my God, he's gonna play what? Judgment? Is that what? Oh my God. Okay, that's a lot of pressure on us. That's actually not bad from his. Oh man, I'm gonna have to put the guy here. Yeah, that's where we're gonna put Anhur. So we're gonna go with range. Oh wait a second. If he goes there, yeah, I'm just gonna put it here out of range of the Zeus also. We're gonna attack this, and this is, you know, this is more of a defensive. If he goes to attack me, Anhur's gonna be able to kill him. Playing him out of range of the Zeus is really important, so it cannot get basic attacked and killed by Thanatos, and then we have to deal with Thanatos and extra of all this stuff there. The imp with the charge will be really powerful for him. I mean, we're gonna take some damage here, but that's gonna leave him with what? That's gonna leave him with a 2/4. And if he doesn't trade here, well, so that's gonna be force me. That's gonna force me to attack the Nemesis. The Nemesis is going to be able to go anywhere, no matter where I put my need. And I still want to play needs for the only reason that I don't want to execute her, and I want him to trade into my need. So by pulling my needs in the corner, it's going to be out of range of Zeus again. And now he already used the double needs. He already used the unit of attack and the unit of health. Now we're playing into, you know, much more even grounds. So here's the, like, Hades or Arachne or Medusa or Hanyo. Hanyo will be really not cool for us. 'Cause 5 health Anubis and a basic attack of Ra will not kill it. And we're healthy enough that he cannot rush us, especially with only Nemesis on board, and we have a need on board. So it's gonna have to, you know, do something about the need. And if it doesn't kill it right now with like a Judgment and a Nemesis or Thanatos, right? If he didn't have that, he would have been in a bad spot, because then I could have healed that need. We can do another need, but what we can do also is playing in Anubis and kill that Thanatos. I don't think there's any point into trading, but that's the thing. Because Zeus is able to draw a card, he's gonna have more cards than us, even if we're gonna get more value out of the tribute, the recruiter, and the execute. So we're going to attack, because we have a board control. We want to finish him before he finishes, and also we're going to be able to heal while he can't. So I think it's an advantage to attack, because he doesn't have. Oh my god, that's not a good idea. Oh my god, that's not a good idea. We're just gonna play the minion recruiter, because I wanted to heal, and I don't want to attack. Because, you know, if for some reason he attacked me, it's because he wanted him to be at 4 to attack him and another time to be at 3. If I attack him, that's exactly what he wanted. So I'm just going to spread my minions a little bit, like that. And I'm just going to wait. If he wants to attack it, go. And if he's going to play anything else, I'm going to be ready to kill it. Alright, there's only like, what, Scylla? Thanatos? He's going to attack it again. That's why, see? That's why he wanted it to be at... So he did take 4 extra damage, basically, just because I healed and it didn't attack him. So, let's see. We're going to be able to... I don't know, Ritual Tribute, should it boost the Archer? I really don't know. Do I want to find out? I don't think so. Let's play it safe. It's a shame we don't have them on it though. Let's attack first and then heal the Archer. Alright, so here's a turn when my opponent could come back. I mean, come back is a big word, but like, for example, a Nike, right? Nike, I don't have anything in the board to deal with her. Spartan, okay. Fair enough. That's weak though. Something else? Oh, Scylla. Man, that's annoying. You know, he's so low health. I need to play something.
I'm really looking forward
Right?
to
At
this.
least that, he can't kill it. Oh, wait a second. I got lucky? No, I didn't got lucky. Right. I couldn't just let pass and have him with so much of a board. No matter what I would have got, it would have been a Neath or an Anubis.
The victors.
Yeah, or an Anhur. So no matter what, it was something that my opponent needed to trade with the Scylla. Right, so at least I removed the Scylla, even if trades for something better. You see, there's the Nike. Nike's gonna be really hard to deal with because my spells doesn't work against her. So let's see.
This should be fun.
Okay, sorry for that, guys. Needed to. So let's see. Yeah, I hope she's gonna trade. We're going to. Yeah, we're going to focus blast this guy. So now we're gonna push damage. There you go. So I don't die to double Deadbringer. Oh my god. That's a big Nike. Play Ares. He needs to give us something so we can Phantom Grasp. Oh my god. That's scary. Touch of Midas. That's also scary. Nike is really hard, especially from control. Oh, that's cool. I love that. So if you can kill the Emperor instead of killing me, I will gladly appreciate that. Oh, he got my Focus Blast. Wow, that's pretty good. Man, I'm starting to get scared of this Nike. I mean, I wanted to attack the Zeus, but okay, that's gonna help us. That's actually legit gonna help us. Okay, there we go. Taking that back. And now I'm gonna attack Nike because she needs to die. You know, she needs to die. If with something miraculous kills my Tina, oh my god. I mean, okay, but even with the Deadbringer, it's not enough.
Did the gods think I would just sit idle and suffer?
I am glad.
I will have my revenge.
Interesting. Wow, that's actually really interesting. Let's go, man. I mean, we have this. Let's go, boys. I really thought he was going to kill my Athena, but he didn't. He went face. A little bit surprised, honestly, that he did that. Now he's gonna kill my Athena for sure. Oh, or my Gem. Okay. I see. I see how it is. But what about this one? What about that legendary? What about that? Really nice one, guys. We're just gonna get the most as XP as we can get, and we're going to finish the game. So I hope that you got a little insight on how control works, especially with Raw, and how gameplay wise it's a little different than the other decks. And you know, like you see, it's hard to deal with immune to spells like Nike is, and so that's why you need to put you know, a threat on board to deal with her, like minions or gods. I mean, you don't have minions, but gods. And that's why we have Ritual Tribute in the deck to counteract the weakness with Nike also. So I hope that you guys learned a lot today also. I hope that, you know, you enjoy it. Leave a comment to what you want to see in the future. I'll try to put a video on that. And I'll see you soon.